Hello, Camp Hill United Methodist Church. I'm Donny Peter-Fritts, and I wanted to make this video on behalf of our church's COVID team. I'm a doctor who is board certified in internal medicine, and I've been a member of our church's COVID team since the beginning of the pandemic. Our biggest goal is that we as a church first do no harm. To assist with that goal, we have been following the evolving CDC recommendations when it comes to COVID. The current mutation of the COVID virus is the Delta variant, and it is much more contagious than the former versions of the virus. The Delta variant has shaped the updated CDC recommendations. The current recommendation is if you are in a county that has substantial or high levels of COVID transmission in that community, then all people should wear a mask while indoors. Over 90% of our church members live in Cumberland and Dauphin counties, and we are looking at those two counties for what we need to do as a church. Cumberland County is now at a substantial level of transmission, and Dauphin County is doing worse at a high level of transmission. As such, we have had to bring back the mask requirement for everyone while indoors at church. We are monitoring the numbers and the CDC recommendations closely and will adjust the mask guidelines at our church accordingly. This was an unfortunately predictable setback, as we haven't reached the vaccination numbers needed for herd immunity. If you've gotten your COVID vaccine and then catch COVID, that is called a breakthrough case. Thankfully, because you are vaccinated, you will be extremely protected from going to the hospital or dying from COVID, but you can still easily pass on the very contagious virus to those who aren't vaccinated, like our children, for example. We are still learning a lot about breakthrough cases, but the latest information shows that breakthrough cases account for 17 to 24% of the infections in California, Colorado, Illinois, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Oregon, Utah, and Virginia, where the populations are 45 to 65% fully vaccinated. So what does that mean? That means that in states where about 54% of the population are fully vaccinated, about 1 out of every 5 cases of COVID are breakthrough cases. Pennsylvania is not publishing their breakthrough case data, but our fully vaccinated population resembles those states I just mentioned, which means that we Pennsylvanians could see a similar trend with 20% breakthrough cases. So, with all this latest information, let's do what's best for each other and all members of our church and mask up while inside our church's walls.